I don't get British
Let's see.
TV.
Welcome back, bakers. What a great week we had last week as Martha made 3 perfect flavors of donuts and 1 salt bacon for the 2nd time. She conquered her giant challenge just like David conquered the giant lion. This week it's bread on the Great Bubble Baking Show, and our bakers will need to create a perfect loaf of their favorite flavor. One of our bakers might need some help from a friend to complete her recipe, as we will learn about friendship from David and Jonathan in the Bible. Now it's time to start the Great Bible Baking Show. On your mark, get set, bake!
I don't get British TV. The taste bud murderer.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the tent and to the Great Bible Baking Show. It's bread week this week, and we know that Paul thinks bread is the most important thing that a baker can make.
That's right, Sherry. I can't wait to get started to see what they will create this time. Let's bring in our bakers. Everyone, let's welcome our bakers back.
Welcome back, bakers. We have your next challenge all ready for you. We want you to create your favorite flavor of bread. You can choose any flavor you want, but we want the bread to be perfect.
Whatever you choose, just make sure that it's delicious, light, fluffy on the inside, but a crispy crust on the outside. You have 3 hours. On your mark,
Get set.
bake.
In the right amount of sugar.
Paul, I just love bread week. We get some of the best creations on bread week.
I'm not really excited about bread week myself. I have a recipe, but it's very complicated. I'm not sure I can pull this one off.
Don't worry, Ruby. My recipe is rather easy this week. I'll be able to help you once I'm done.
Whoa, that sure seems strange. Martha offered to help Ruby. That was a friendly offer.
Yes, it was. And speaking of friends, that reminds me of David and Jonathan in the Bible. They are great examples of what friendship and true loyalty can be.
You know, that's true, Sherry. Jonathan was the son of King Saul. And he and David became very close friends. Jonathan and David were really close friends. In fact, Jonathan made a covenant with David to be loyal to him.
Yes, but King Saul grew to hate David. He was jealous because everyone seemed to love David, and he was afraid they loved David more than him.
Ah yes, this makes for a great drama. But perhaps we should see how our bakers are doing before we continue.
Great idea.
Let's check on Martha. Martha, why don't you tell us about what bread you're making today?
I'm going to make a white loaf of bread with flavor of cinnamon and honey. It's a quick recipe, and I'm almost finished, so I'm going to help Ruby once I'm done.
You are certainly very kind to stand up and help Ruby, much like Jonathan stood up for his friend David. King Saul wanted to kill David so much, but Jonathan helped David and hid him and spoke to his father about him. And then Saul left him alone for a little while.
But didn't Saul try to kill David anyway? I think he tried to pin David to the wall with a spear.
You know, that's true, Martha. But David escaped, and guess what? We're going to escape over to Richard's table.
He dropped the egg shell again.
Shh, please do not tell my secrets of my recipe.
Richard, why don't you tell us about your bread?
Certainly, I am making the, how you say, French rye bread loaf. And I am using the secret ingredients, the oregano and the chili powder that you lose. It makes it, it gives it a bit of heat, as you say. Just like we French have a bit of heat, as you know, and just like King Saul puts the heat on David, if you know what I mean. How do you say Napoleon Flamme?
Yes, of course. That sounds interesting. And, you know, King Saul did put the heat on David. In fact, he chased him everywhere to try and kill him.
Oui, oui.
But David was always able to escape.
All right, well, maybe we should check on Ruby.
Let's go check
Sounds
on
really
Ruby.
good.
Ruby, why don't you tell us about this bread complicated recipe you have here?
Well, I think it's a very typical recipe for a honey flavored bread. I'm just not sure if I can finish on my own.
Well, I know it's ready for the oven, so I'll come over and help you.
That's so kind of you, Martha. Thank you so much.
I think that was very friendly of Martha to help. Speaking of great friends, Jonathan and David's bond grew closer and closer as David continued to fear for his life. Jonathan made an oath to protect David from his father's anger.
You know, that's true, Sherry. And once Jonathan learned that King Saul really was so angry with David that he planned to kill him, Jonathan warned his friend David and helped him escape. What a great example of friendship.
All right, bakers, it's time to complete your dough and bake your bread. Please take your dough to the ovens and finish up in the back. You have 30 minutes remaining.
Oui, oui.
Whew. Time sure flies here. That was the fastest 2.5 hours I've ever seen.
That it was.
It's tough on these bakers, isn't it? You know, Sherry, I think we're going to get to taste some fabulous bread today. And I think the flavors they have chosen will be really strong. I can't wait to see how Martha helped Ruby.
That will be exciting. Well, while we wait for the bread, maybe you can tell us what else you remember about David and Jonathan.
Well, I do know that King Saul had an evil spirit come over him, and he never got over his hate for David. In fact, he tried to kill him several times.
Well, did David and Jonathan ever meet again? I mean, they were such good friends.
That's true. You know, they did meet one more time. Jonathan was traveling with King Saul, who was trying to find and kill David again. And Jonathan went to David and made a vow to protect him. And Saul was never able to kill David.
Wow, that really is an amazing story of friendship, Paul. But let's get our bakers back out here. Bakers?
Your time is up.
Did all of you have time to get your perfect bread loaves into the warming oven?
Oui, oui.
Yes.
All right, well, Paul, why don't you open up the oven and let's see what our bakers have created today.
And wait, you know, bread is my favorite week here on the Great Bible Baking Show.
Very nice looking one.
The aroma.
Oh, very yummy. See, the first one, let's see, that's Martha's, and there's Richard's.
Last but not least is Ruby's.
Ruby. Nice job, Ruby.
Wow, you got us a knife today.
We do have a knife. Let's taste Richard's first.
Go right ahead there, Paul.
See what we got here. Might knock the table down. Very
Crisp on the outside.
Yeah. Let's see here, fluffy. Good structure in there. Yummy, yummy. I like the chili. Nice heat.
A little bit heat, yes, I can taste it. Good flavor.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Next, let's try this giant loaf here from Ruby. I can see why this was so complicated. There we go.
Good texture.
Nice, very good. I'm really glad you were able to complete that on time with Martha's help. That was great. Very good. This might be tough today.
This is definitely our toughest competition we've had so far,
So
Paul.
far. Let's see. Oh, very good. Good outside crust. Light and fluffy.
I'm not getting as much flavor as we normally do.
It seems a little plain. That's more of a basic recipe. Maybe that's why you had some time to help Ruby. Well, you have all made excellent bread this week. What a difficult challenge to choose a star baker.
I believe so. But we do have to choose a star baker for the week. So let's talk about it for just a second.
go, as the bread rises. Thank you so much. So I would say, Vive la France!